Join us now for Patriot Focus, a twice-a-month broadcast featuring academic and athletic events happening at Sullivan East High School. Our show is sponsored by Continental Alarm Systems and by State Representative Timothy Hill. Now let's start Patriot Focus with our hosts, Sullivan East Principal Andy Hare and the voice of the Patriots, Mike Cox.
It's the second week of the, quote, spring, end quote, semester. And we're here on Patriot Focus, ready to go to tell you all things about Sullivan East High School. People starting to get into the groove. The problem is there are things that could potentially harm the groove. And the snow that's been around the last day or so is a possibility for that. It's all right, though. Sometimes you come in a little bit later. Sometimes you get a day off. Sometimes you need a day off, right, Andy?
That's right. And those 2-hour delays are magical.
Aren't they, though?
They are wonderful. We don't get many perks in our line of work, and that delay is one of them, and we appreciate it. I know it inconveniences a lot of people. We're sorry out there, but safety's the first and foremost, and it's a tough job that the director has making that call. Before I was principal, I did work in the district office, and I was on what was called the snow patrol. So every time you would have forecasts like this, you would get up at 3 in the morning, and you'd start driving. In my area, it was awesome that it was the East Zone. So I got to drive all over the East Zone starting at 3 o'clock in the morning and give reports. And I was known as Two Flakes Andy. You can figure that out from there. But yeah. It gets the kids all riled up and everybody fired up about the weather. And, there's nothing worse than when you're in school and you start seeing snow.
Oh, yeah.
All fired up.
Are we leaving? Are we going to leave early?
Yeah.
Are we gonna?
Yeah, they all want to go home, but it's a tough call, but it's always safety's most important thing.
And that is an interesting thing for people like me as meteorologists. We always get the question, well, is school going to be out? We don't know.
Oh, I get that call, too. Are we in school? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have that call. But it's already been asked of me quite a bit this week. And I'm telling you, it wreaks havoc on a school system, not just the instructional piece, but ball games.
Yeah.
Playing those, rescheduling, events we have. I mean, there's a lot of things we have to have. And when you have an extended period of time where you're out, it really bottlenecks everything. And then you'll have weeks where you're doing every night there's something.
Yeah.
And that does make it difficult. So contrary to popular opinion, we want to come to school. We want to be there even.
Yeah.
But safety's number one, like we said earlier. We make the most of it, though.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of stuff going on, weather permitting, I guess we can say, at East High School over the coming week or so. Tell us about some of that.
It seems like we have a game every day.
It does.
There's a game every day, and we're starting, believe it or not, to start looking at postseason in some of the sports. Wrestling, the dual competitions are begun today through the weekend, like a bracket tournament. That's the district, regional, into the state. Then after that, we go into the individual state opportunities, district, regional, and state opportunities in wrestling. Basketball is knee-deep in conference play now. I mean, it's nonstop. It's a very intense period of the school year with that. Swimming is wrapping up with their regional competition this week. The extracurriculars are really flying hard right now. We do have our winter formal coming up at the end of the month, January 30th. Such a beautiful event. It's at the train station. We're looking forward to that as well. And all the proceeds of that benefit the Patriots abroad.
And you were talking about basketball earlier. We do have basketball coming up. That is tomorrow night, as we'll have that school up north, as Coach Simmons likes to call them, down Weaver Pike to play the Patriots. And we'll have coverage starting at about 7:50 for that game here on 790 The Fan. Looking forward to that.
You know, what's interesting about playing Tennessee High is that everybody there and everybody at East is either related to someone at the other school or dated somebody at the other school, or their parents did. I mean, it's just it's a great connection. I mean, when you're that close, we all have our own things that we're our own schools, but it is fun to be able to compete and have that friendly rivalry with each other. We're looking forward to that and looking forward to all the opportunities we have to showcase our kids. And we've got some fun stuff happening at halftime of the game, of the girls' game. We're going to have our unified sports contest, which is a beautiful thing that some of our exceptional children will get to play in a great contest. So please come out to that. It's halftime. You won't want to miss it.
And we'll have coverage of the boys' game tomorrow night starting at 7:50. We are going to talk about the swag shop coming up next. So stay tuned. You're listening to Patriot Focus on 790 The Fan. We're back here on Patriot Focus on 790 The Fan. Coming up after our show, we're going to have some basketball for you. App State will play James Madison. We're going to join that game in progress coming up at 6:30 here on 790 The Fan. As promised, we're going to talk about the swag shop, and we have a couple of guests in here for Mr. Hare to talk to, including someone who's very dear to Mr. Hare, in fact. So we'll let him handle this one then here on 790 The Fan.
Thank you very much. And Ed, you are very dear to me. Thank you so much. We're joined today by Ed Adams and Kathy Hare, also known as Mom to me, or Mama Hare to the kids, or Mimi to people. There's a lot of other names, all of them sweet and enduring. But guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So you all are part of the swag shop. What is the swag shop, Ed? What do you all do up there?
We provide new and used clothing for the students at Sullivan East that need it. Interact with them and get to know them and listen to problems that they might have that we might be able to help with, or direct them to someone that can help them with their problem.
That's right. That's beautiful. And they love you guys. They'll sometimes forget what day of the week it is, and then you remind them, and then they take off. They can't wait to see you all. So, Mom, let me just ask you, what do you do to provide things for the swag shop? I know that it's more than just a day a week you're there. What else do you do?
Oh, you mean my thrifting?
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing. Kids love thrifting.
I know, and I didn't know it had a name. I love to go to thrift stores only because, especially one, Super Thrift over in Elizabethton, who is sponsored by the Recovery Soldiers Ministry for the ladies. When we do get donations, and we're not able to use the donations that we get, clothing donations, because they might not be age appropriate. That's where we take anything that's not age appropriate for our kids, then we take them to Super Thrift so they're able to use it.
You go beyond just serving there that day. I mean, both you all do that throughout the week. You may have people in mind, and you're thinking, boy, I think that would look good on that person. Or what.
Absolutely. They'll say, gosh, I really need a jacket. And we don't have that size for that young person. So we go out and buy it for that person. And it might be months till that person gets it, but it stays in my car until I finally get to see that person. And I've got something for you. I buy stuffed animals, too. Our kids love these stuffed animals. That's important to me. For Ed and I, it's more of a blessing to us to be able to be around these young people, to talk for no other reason. They come to see Ed, sometimes just to talk to Ed. Sometimes we're just an ear because they need to talk about whatever it might be. But it's extremely special to us, what we get. They give us more than what we give them.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's a great thing. It's a great program. But what led you all to do this? Ed, you didn't go to East.
No, growing up, there was some family issues, and I remember the people, the adults that came to me and said, hey, we're here if you need us. Whatever you need, you let us know. And that's just something I wanted to carry on. And a good example would be this past summer, 2 different occasions I'd be sitting out on the front porch, and kids from East High would stop and say, we didn't know you lived here, and sit and talk about problems at home or problems with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and I just enjoyed it. It's a blessing, absolute blessing to me.
It is, and you all are a blessing to them. Now, you all work through the Patriot PAC, which is a nonprofit. It's like our booster club, and all have been background checked and all that stuff. That's all required when you work with students. But you all have just been a true blessing to them. Like Ed was saying, it goes beyond just serving them there. And, Mom, you were talking about how much they give you. Do you have any specific thing that you want to mention, any story?
We have several that come and they come up there just to give me, Mama Hare, and Mr. Ed a hug. That's why they come up. It's so special to us. The East Zone has been absolutely wonderful with donations, businesses, churches, individuals given monetary, please go buy what you need for the swag shop. It's so special, and you get to see how awesome this is, how the community comes together. And
Yeah.
I think the swag shop sort of is a part of that we get to bring together the community.
I think that's an unintended consequence of the swag shop. The intention of it was to just provide this store for the kids for free, and I don't think people realize what it would do for the community.
It really has. There's things we get out of, and toiletries is one of them. Body wash, soap, deodorant, things like that. I have the most gigantic tote that is full of soap and deodorant and stuff that these organizations brought us. It was just such a blessing.
Ed, do you want to touch on how people out there, if they want to contribute or be part of it, what they need to do or who to contact?
They need to contact East High office, like Kathy said. People and organizations and churches have really stepped up to it. But this past year, we had a church that contacted me and said, we want to honor the swag shop. So we would like to take you all out to lunch. And they done that. It meant so much to us.
Yes.
But again, our goal is the kids. We want to look after the kids. And even if there's adults that absolutely need something, we would provide it for them.
Teachers, too. Anybody that's at Sullivan East right now can come up.
Well, the necktie I'm wearing came from there.
I just was going to say something about the necktie. A lot of these young men don't know how to tie a tie because nobody ever wears them. Well, when you've got prom coming up or you've got other things going up that goes with these sport coats that I've been buying at the thrift store, Mr. Ed is our in-house necktie tire. And he'll have them lined up. He puts it on him first, of course, and he ties it and tells them exactly how to do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, just another one of the many unintended positive consequences that come from this swag shop. And there's going to be more of that we're going to talk about when we come back after this.
Back here on Patriot Focus on 790 The Fan. Before we continue talking about the swag shop at East, want to tell you about Nashville Predators hockey. We're going to have them Saturday night at 10 o'clock. They're going to be all the way out there in Vegas playing the Golden Knights. That should be a pretty good game as the Predators play Vegas. Saturday coverage starts right at puck drop at 10 o'clock. We'll have that for you here on 790 The Fan on Saturday. Now we have more about the swag shop. Here's Andy Hare.
We're talking about how all these positive unintended consequences that came about the swag shop. And, you know, you were talking about learning how to tie a tie. What are some other things you all have encountered through working up there, volunteering up there with the students there? Ed, do you have anything?
One of the biggest things that I've learned is a lot of the guys are bashful when it comes to wanting underwear. They don't have underwear, but yet they're too bashful to ask or look. So I always make it a point to say, in this room is men's shoes, men's underwear. If you want a bag, I'll give you a bag. Nobody needs to see this but you. And they seem to appreciate that. The whole thing is a blessing. And I have to add this too. Not only did Mr. Hare's tie come from there, my hat came from there too. And it's special because it belonged to Kathy's brother. And it's special to me.
And that was Uncle Butch Milhorn. God rest his soul. He's a great man with a lot of wonderful taste, very stylish.
He donated about 100 ties to the swag shop. This has been several years ago, and when you went to church, you always wore a jacket and a tie. Well, he accumulated, so that was really special for him.
Yeah. And it is a way to carry on legacy of family members, too, with things like that.
Oh, absolutely.
The students do take those and wear them to the formals and to the homecoming dance and to the prom and other capstone events in their life. And they now have that. Now they know how to use it. I know how to put it together as an ensemble.
That's how I feel about these sport coats that I'm always buying at the thrift store. I used to pay $4 a piece, but if I go on the first Saturday of every month, I get them for $1. So
there you go.
I get a good deal. But I try to keep at least 7 or 8 sport coats there. And a young man came in today and he tried on a sport coat, and it fit him as if it had been tailor-made for him.
Was it a Navy jacket?
Yes. Did he
He
have
came to me after school to show that to me.
He looked so
Was
amazing.
so excited.
He looked so amazing. I was so happy because it always does my heart good. They love those sport coats.
And they look good wearing it,
They
too.
do.
So when people donate, are you having any tips that would make your all's life easier when they do donate?
Make sure it's clean, it's in a bag, and it's not something that a person like me that's 75 years old would wear. It's for high school kids.
Right.
And if it's not appropriate, then we just
And that's where RSM comes in,
Exactly.
Recovery Soldiers Ministry.
Exactly.
They take those items, but preferably for us, because we are limited on space, what we're looking for are items that they would wear today. That's stylish today, or in
Right.
something a teenager
Right.
would be interested in.
Ed and I go through every bag that's donated, and if it's some American Eagle jeans or something from some other nice place, and it's not clean or we felt like it's been used, somebody will take it home. We'll wash it and bring it back because they're such nice items. One thing we really need now, because prom's going to be here, we need nice, clean, in-style formal wear for girls and boys.
And I find that interesting that you brought that up, because you see a tremendous amount of effort out there throughout the region to provide prom dresses and things for ladies, and that's wonderful and it's much needed. And us boys get forgotten about a lot.
And that's why I get the sport coats. And maybe it's because I have several grandsons and 2 sons. Andy used to love to wear suits when he was a little boy.
It makes you feel a little better to dress up and look good.
Yeah.
Gives you a little more confidence sometimes.
And one other thing that we need is volunteers. People that would donate 2 hours once or twice a week and that can pass the background check, that is actually interested in the kids. Volunteers are needed.
Yeah, and the benefit is unlimited, right?
Absolutely.
The blessing's unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Mama Hare and Mr. Ed are the resident grandparents. Somebody told me that today.
Yeah.
You are the grandparents of the swag shop, and that's how we feel.
Well, that's what we love to talk about. The Patriot Nation is in your mind, is in your heart, and you all provide that. And it's a way that people that may have went to high school in the 60s and may feel like that, well, I don't know what I can contribute anymore. Well, you just proved you contribute a lot. You all saved lives. I want you to know that, and I'm very thankful for you all. Thank you guys for what you do for our students at East and for our community.
Thank you. And I want to thank personally Amy McGee, who was a Girl Scout when my wife and I had a daughter that was growing up, and we helped with her Girl Scout troop. And Amy is the one that connected me to the swag shop.
Yeah.
And said you would be perfect for it. And let me say thank you, Amy and Jessica. 2 wonderful people.
Thank you. And listen, if you want to participate with the swag shop, contact Jessica Shook at Sullivan East High School, 423-354-1900. And if you want to contribute to any donation to the swag shop, reach out to her too, and we'll take care of that. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're listening to Patriot Focus on 790 The Fan. We've got one more segment to go before we get you over to basketball. That's coming up next, so stay tuned. We're back here on Patriot Focus talking about all things Sullivan East High School, and in this particular instance, East Zone. Principal Andy Hare has more for us.
We are so honored and blessed to be able to talk to Miss Bobbie Nave with us today. Bobbie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a
Well-
privilege. I'm so happy to be here.
You are a blessing to the East Zone and to the community of Bluff City. Tell us about how you became and got to the position you're at Bluff City.
It was a long journey. I did not go back to school to become a teacher until I was 10 years out of high school. And what caused me to do that was I started subbing. Emmett, Weaver, and enjoyed it so much that I thought I could do that. So I went back to school and then got a job at Bluff City Elementary. I've been there for this is my 21st year at Bluff City Elementary, and I'm so blessed beyond measure to be there. And I went back and got my master's in leadership, my EDS in leadership, and finally went ahead and got certified in administration this past year. And now I'm an assistant principal at Bluff City Elementary.
And I know the community's just so happy to have you there. You mention your name to anybody, and they just smile.
Oh,
Just
that
light
makes me feel
up.
so good. Thank you.
Well, you are. You're a light, and you shine. You let it shine. You don't hide it under a bushel, and that's a fact. So thank you for that. You've been part of the East Zone your whole life.
My whole life. I went to Holston Point, which doesn't exist anymore, then on to Bluff City Middle School and graduated class of 1990 from Sullivan East High School. So I'm a very proud patriot and very proud of my East Zone. Both my kids went to East High School all the way through Sullivan County Schools, and my 2 granddaughters will be going through Sullivan County Schools and the East Zone.
I love it.
Yep.
What's the greatest blessing you get out of doing what you do?
The kids and the community. I love my kids. I truly love my kids. I had a little girl yesterday. Well, she's not a little girl. She graduated from East. I had to go to physical therapy yesterday, and she said, "You are the reason I am who I am today." And that, I was just so blown away by that. But also my parents. I love having a relationship as a teacher and now as an administrator with the parents. I want to, be a team, and that's what we're all trying to do, is help that child and just have that collaboration with my parents and everybody on board to help those students.
I try to communicate that with our kids, that it's not me versus you, or you versus me, or me and you versus your parents, or me and your parents. It's just us.
Yes.
It's just us.
Yes.
And that's a special thing.
Yes.
And we get to experience that. And it's hard to explain that to people.
Yeah, exactly.
What that means. But it's a special time in people's lives, and we don't think about it. From the age of 5 till they graduate high school, you have this team working with you. And after you get out of high school, it's over.
Yeah, and I think the greatest blessing as far as elementary is we have them the longest.
You do.
We have them from the time they're 5 till 11 years old. So we have them that 6 years of their life, and then we have to send them on. It's hard to do that, but we've had those relationships with those kids since they were 5, and I love that about being in an elementary world.
You get to watch them grow and
Yes.
develop. Then you get to see them come back after I'm done with them for their senior walks.
Yes, I love the senior walks.
What's that like?
I love the senior walk. We started that years ago with 4 or 5 kids, and it's grown so big, and I just love seeing them. And some of them I don't even recognize. They've changed so much from the last time I saw them till they're graduating high school, and I'm so proud of them, and I tell them that. And we always talk about, what is your next step? And sometimes it's Northeast State. That's great. Sometimes it's going straight to work. That's even better. And so I'm proud of them no matter what they decide to do.
Your profession says you're an educator, but that's not what you do. You are answering a call. This is your call to help these young people and help the community.
Yeah.
What advice would you have for somebody who was thinking about going into this line of work?
I feel like if that's your calling, you know it. And I encourage young people to come out and be teachers, because I feel like if you as a high school student or as an early college student decide you want to be a teacher, somewhere along your life you've had that person that made that impact in your life that wanted you to do that. So I will never discourage someone from being a teacher. I will never do that. I will give them anything. I will help them as much as possible, encouraging them.
Yeah, because it's such a great gift you get to provide.
It truly is a gift.
You get to provide hope. You get to provide opportunity, confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so many things.
And it's just the relationship of you're that person for that need. And it could be just being a listener. It could just be just talking to them and getting them through the rest of the day.
We often say that we're here to help those whose songs have yet to be written, and that's what we do. We don't know what the outcome of the impact we're going to have is until years down the road. And then you go to physical therapy and you find
Yes.
out with that person.
Yes.
That's something that's worth more than any pay raise we could get. We appreciate that, obviously, but
Yeah.
that's why we do it.
Exactly. I mean, we don't do it for the pat on the back or for the money. We do it for the, like you said, the feeling we get when someone does say something out of the blue. So it truly means a lot. Or even the parent that says, my kid loved you. And so that means so much to me.
And that's what makes it so beautiful, and why it works and why you're so effective at what you do is this is a team, and it is about the parent and the guardian and the people that are raising those children.
Exactly.
There's no perfect way to do it, and they need help too. And just like I need it as a parent, and so it's nice to know you've got a team of people there to work to help give these kids the best opportunity possible.
Exactly.
Well, I am so thankful for you. You've been amazing. You're a blessing to us, and you're a blessing to the community.
Well,
so
thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and I appreciate you being on the show.
Oh, well, thank you. I've enjoyed it.
Thanks to all of our guests. Thank you, Andy, for being here and helping us out with the interviews here on Patriot Focus. Coming up, we're less than a minute away from basketball. We're going to get you straight to tip-off as App State plays James Madison. That's coming up next here on 790 The Fan.